Good morning, happy Tuesday. We are continuing our practice with back bending today. So we're going to jump right in. If you have blocks, 2 of them would be great to grab for the practice. If you don't have blocks, you can go ahead and grab a pillow and we can use that. We're only going to be using it at the beginning for this first pose as we breathe. So we're going to start in supported fish pose, which is a step down from the peak pose of yesterday's practice. If you have the blocks, you're going to want to stack them like a T on your mat. So they'll look like this. This one's going to go into the shoulder blades, and the other one's going to come behind your head. Yeah, so we'll set it up like this at the top of your mat. If you have a pillow, you'll just place that underneath your shoulder blades. It'll give you a little bit of a lift. Yeah. Okay, once we got those blocks set up, just gonna bring your sacrum facing to them about 8 inches away. Stand those feet on the ground and gently lower down one elbow. Reach the chest up to drop the other elbow down. So we're kind of in that similar position we were in yesterday. And then drop the shoulders to the block. Bring your head to the block. Allow yourself to start to sink in to the support of these 2 blocks. Now the legs can stay pointing up. You can bend the knees open and touch the soles of the feet, or you can extend the legs long, whatever feels best to you here. Got a couple rounds of breath, just starting to really sink in and deepen into your body. So start to notice the breath as the air enters through your nostrils. Follow it as it rides up over your nose bridge and down through your throat. Feel it fill up your chest and then expand all the way down into the very base of your belly. Maybe the breath can be so big it fills up the side waist, it fills up the low back. And allowing the body to be limp here. Only movement is from the breath. And keep that deep, strong, full breath. But start to draw your attention up to your third eye. So that space right in between your brow. And start to connect this space to the experience of your breath. Perhaps even your eyes, although they are closed, are looking up towards this space. Playing with if you can keep the focus on this third eye, but still take those deep, steady breaths. Two more rounds. Next inhale, take the hands and close the knees like your book, if they are open on the ground. And then reach the shoulders up into the sky. Flip the palms towards each other and get a little shrug. So continuing to press the middle of the back into the blocks, but then shrug the shoulder blades away from the block. And then cactus the arms, flipping the palms away from your face. Drag the elbows down. Just feel the shoulders slide into the block. Elbows come in line with the chest. And then inhale, reaching up, rotate the palms, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, drag the elbows, open up the heart. Start to allow the elbows drawing down to press the shoulder blades deep into the block, finding space through the heart. One more like that. Inhale, reaching up, Doming through the back, doming the shoulders. Exhale, broaden, open. Nice. Gently release the hands down to your side. Pull that left arm up towards your cheek and roll yourself off of your blocks. Tuck the knees to the chest. Find some more breath here, really pumping the breath into the whole back line of your body. Counteraction to that stretch. On an inhale, shift up. Now crossing those ankles in front of you. Plant the hands on the knees. A little rotation through the hips, a little rotation through the chest. On an inhale, press those hands back, reach the chest forward, cow pose. This should feel really good. We just opened up the shoulders. On an exhale, rotate to the side, pull back. Inhale to the left and forward. Exhale, side and back. Really nice. Take this movement into your body. You don't have to stay on my pace. Find your own pace. Now really allowing yourselves to roll on the hip bones, just opening up the side bodies. And then switch it out, coming to the left, back, right, forward. And again, finding your own pace here. Noticing where you're tight. Just opening up the rib cage. Nice, coming to the center, flip over. Plant your hands on the ground, tabletop position. Left palm down in the floor, dig through those fingerprints. Shift the weight to the left, inhale, rotate all the way up, reach the right fingertips high. Find a stretch through the side of your body, pull that right hip back. Stay here for a minute, pull the belly in and up. And then exhale, thread the needle, draw that right arm underneath the left, place your chin on the mat. You're really hooking this left shoulder onto the ground. The hand rotates towards the face, and then pull the palm away, reach your chest towards your wrist. Deep, full breath still. Maybe you reach that left arm up, hook it behind you, grab for the inside of your thigh. Next inhale, reach the left hand up, plant it onto the ground, and then sweep your whole body all the way up, reverse that motion, right hand to the sky. Nice. Drop the right hand down, second side, thread the needle. Inhale, left hand goes high. Press that right palm in the ground, find space through the left ribs. Exhale, underneath the arm, cheek on the mat. Yeah, the shoulder hooks, this hand rotates towards your face. Press the hand away from you and then reach your chest towards the hand. Fill your body with breath. Maybe the inhale and that right hand comes up. You reach for the back left inner thigh, pushing the hips back in space. Breathing. Inhale, unravel, reach that right hand up, stamp it down towards your face. Press the ground away, reach all the way up with the left hand, and then stamp that left hand down onto the ground. Tuck the toes underneath, downward facing dog. Now stretch the legs out, starting to open up those hamstrings. Little pedal through the feet. And then finding stillness, drill down with the heels, but lift up with the kneecaps. Pull the belly in and up. Press forward through your hands. Find length through the biceps. A gentle dome through the armpits. Inhale, kick that right leg high. Keep the right hip bone rolling down, right inner thigh rolling up. Press the floor away with your right arm. And then drop the left forearm to the ground. Reach the toes a little higher. Maybe you can bend the knee, start to open up the hip. And come up onto fingertips on the right hand if that feels good. Keep the tailbone straight so it's not swaying out of your back. Squeeze those glutes. Nice, and then reversing the motion, lengthen the leg. Press the floor away. Rotate the right hip bone down. Drop the right foot to the floor. Second side, inhale, left leg comes high, flexing through that heel, rolling the left inner thigh in. Drop down to that right tricep. Reach the toes into the sky. Maybe pump up onto the fingertips of your left hand. And then start to peel the toes towards the back of your head. Yeah, keeping the tailbone in. So if your butt's swaying up, you really want to tuck that tailbone down. And then with the tailbone tucked and the glutes tight, start to reach the knee up towards the ceiling, the toes back towards your head. Deep breath in, coming out, press the ground away, reach the toe long, close that hip. Drop the left foot next to the right. Little jumps here, bending in the knees and hopping off the mat. No need to stack those hips over the hands yet. We're just finding some freeness in the lower body. And then settling into downward facing dog. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, tuck round curl. Pull the knee to the nose. Inhale, right leg high. Again, exhale, tuck round curl. Shift the weight forward. Pull the knee to the nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Take a moment here, set yourself up, make sure that the knee and ankle are in one line. And then drop the back foot, moving to warrior two. Press down in the heels as you cartwheel your body up. So really pressing the floor away with this left foot. Reaching long with your arms, nice. Sink low into that front leg. Deep breath. Exhale, reach the right arm forward, plant the right forearm onto the right knee, extended side angle. Reach up with this right hand. Like your body's in a side plank here, squeeze the right side up towards the sky. Open the right ribs with your breath. Take this right arm, swim it behind your back. Maybe the back of the palm sits on the sacrum. Maybe you could squeeze the inside of the thigh with that right leg. Rolling the right shoulder back. Finding breath through your heart. Nice. Inhale, keep this left hand hooked on the leg. Reach up, warrior two with your front arm. Find space in the hip by pressing the forearm into it. And maybe flip it back, reverse warrior. Keep bending into that front leg. Stretch now through the right ribs. On an exhale, cartwheel the palms to the ground. Step that right foot back, find a high plank position. Hold this plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, lower all the way down to the floor. Great. Press the tops of the feet to the mat, draw the shoulders down your back. Inhale, low cobra. Pull that belly in and up, tuck the tailbone down underneath you. And then maybe hover the hands up off the ground. Perhaps take the hands back, interlace them, find a little bit more height. Pinching the shoulders as you draw the knuckles back towards your heels. And then coming back, hands hover, plant them down. Press the forehead to the mat. Deep breath in, tuck the toes. Exhale, high plank, downward facing dog. Shake it out a little bit. Hops, hops, hops. Pulling the knees in, just shifting weight into your hands. Less thinking about it, just more fun. And then settle into down dog. Let's take all that on the second side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, tuck round curl, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, tuck round curl, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Take a minute, making sure that that knee is on top of the ankle, and then rotate the back heel down. Keep the tailbone tucked into your body, so externally rotating this front leg. On an inhale, press down into both heels, open up, warrior two. Now sinking the pelvis down, pressing the feet away from each other. Reach the arms, deep breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward. Drop that left forearm onto your arm, reach up with your right hand. Like side plank here, pressing the ribs up, spreading through the top ribs, reaching through your fingers. Now draw that right shoulder blade down your back, swim the hand behind you, see if you could grab for your inner thigh. Keep deep in your lunge here. Just sinking and opening. On an inhale, press into the back heel, reach the left arm forward. Use this forearm to find length through the hip. And then exhale, open up, side of the body, reverse warrior. Cartwheel the palms to the ground, find that plank position. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, keep the legs up, lower all the way down, slow and steady. 4, 3, 2, belly touches on 1, untuck the toes. Inhale, low cobra, draw the chest back. Press that tailbone down, feet digging into the floor. Maybe you can hover the hands. Maybe you can reach them back to interlace behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Pull the knuckles towards the soles of the feet. Keep the belly in, open the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to hover. Plant the hands on the floor, rest the forehead. Deep breath in, tuck those toes. Exhale, press the ground away. Reverse push-up, downward facing dog. Couple of hops. Maybe now starting to work towards pushing the weight a little further into the fingertips. See if you can get a second or two of hang time here. And for this motion, we really bend the knees, pull the belly in and back, and then deliver the hips on top of the hands. 2 more. Nice. Take a gaze up at your fingers, and then walk your hands towards your wrists. Toe heel your feet out off your mat, toes point out, heels point in, coming down into Malasana. Bend those knees deep. Get the elbows in the inner thighs. Press the forearms, rather the elbows into the knees. Press the palms together. Lengthen up through the spine. Start to release the outer hips. Close your eyes. Really connect to the grounding in this pose. Feeling your body. This is such a natural position. We often, if you watch a baby, they are taking this position, sitting low, yeah? We start to lose this mobility, looking really good. We start to lose this mobility as we get older. So we really want to work that back in, this release of the outer hips, the sinking of the sacrum. And plant those hands on the ground, shift weight forward, pivot on the heels, bring the toes to face forward. Nuzzle the pinkies into the crooks of your elbows, bend your knees, get a little bit of a hang here. Start to sway forward and back. Letting the spine release, finding length as you move. And then start to sway side to side. Yeah. Finding that hang time, that little bit of time where the body pauses before it reverses. Toe heel the feet closer to each other so they're directly underneath your hips, and then step that right foot back. Drop the left foot back, drop the left knee. Take Anjaneyasana, reach the hands up. If this hurts the knee, you can tuck the mat to support it or put that pillow underneath it. Pressing down in the right ankle, find length through the waist. Interlace the fingers, point the pointer fingers up. Deep breath in. On an exhale, dive the side of the body towards the right. Opening up those left ribs. Inhale, coming back to center. Untuck the back toe, press the top of the back foot into the ground. Untuck that back toe. Reach the hands back, interlace them behind. Reach the knuckles down, reach the heart up. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow down towards the inner thighs. The outer elbow comes into the right leg. The right leg presses into the outer elbow, chin tucks. So the back foot is untucked. That's going to help take pressure off the knee. Keep that right hip back. Keeping the body here, gently drop the knuckles down to the sacrum. Swim that right arm underneath the right thigh, bringing the right hand up onto the back. And then now interlace the right hands together. Start to peel your chest up towards the left, reaching the knuckles down towards the right. Keep pressing that right knee into the right arm. Keep the right hand where it is, reach the left hand up, plant the left hand down onto the floor, pop up onto the left foot, and then rotate that left heel down. Tailbone stays down and in the body. From here, keeping the shoulder in right where it is, but place the hand down to get some length, reaching up. Take the left hand up. Reach through the left ribs, bend deep in the right leg. Now swing that right arm back under, hook the hands, pull the fists away from each other, drag the feet away from each other. Roll that left shoulder on your chest, open your heart. Nice, gently releasing the right hand down to the ground, get some weight off that front leg, and then inhale, finding the warrior two position. Once again, bend deep into the front knee. Reach. Left arm comes down, rotate onto a crescent lunge here, reaching the fingertips up. Interlace the fingers at the base of the spine, now taking a humble warrior. Tuck the knuckles down by your hips and then dive that heart forward, yeah? So similar position to we found before, but now our heels up in the back. Reaching the shoulder blades together, pulling the heart towards the ankle, scooping the hands towards the sky. Deep breath in. Drop the knuckles to the sacrum, plant the left hand onto the ground, moving to a side plank, roll onto the outer edge of the left foot, right foot meets left, reach up. Opening up the chest, press the shoulder blades together, take this right hand, drag it to the back of your head. Draw the chest up, pulling the left shoulder on your back. Maybe hover the right leg and then stamp it to the ground. Wild thing, weight of the head in the hand. Thrust those hips up to the sky. Squeeze the glutes, deep breath. Exhale. Nice, coming all the way to plank. Step the right foot to the left, then close the body down. Drop those knees, open them wide, child's pose, send the hips back. 2 breaths here. Plant the hands onto the ground, shift up, tabletop, tuck the toes, downward dog. Couple of hops here, trying to bring that weight into the hands, bend the knees, pull the belly back, send the hips over the hands. One more. And then gaze at your fingers, walk yourself forward. Toe heel those feet out. Malasana, second round. Come deeper this time. Really work on getting that tailbone underneath you. Draw those hands in front of your heart. Spine is straight. Yeah, really nice. Maybe engage the seat right here where the butt and the hamstring meet to get a little lift off the ground. Finding more openness in the hips, more grounding in your body. On your next exhale, plant those hands to the floor, shift weight into them, send the hips high, toe heel the feet behind the wrists. This time right away, we'll just step that right foot back, take the right knee down so the toes tucked to start, and inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Opposite thumb comes behind the hands here on this mudra grip. Point your fingers, reach up, deep breath in. Exhale, dive over to the right side, finding length all the way through that right hip flexor, all the way through the right side body, dragging the ribs on the left into the right. Breathe. Inhale, coming to center. Untuck the toe now, so that the foot is untucked, yeah? Beautiful. Interlace those hands down by the hips, send the hips back, draw the chest forward. So really like your knuckles pull back to draw your heart forward, and then spill down on the inside of this left leg. Left leg presses into the arm presses into the leg. Yeah, releasing that outer hip just like Malasana, but also finding this extension where the chest pulls forward and the knuckles pull back. Deep breath in. Easy breath out. Dropping the knuckles to the sacrum, plant that right hand on the floor. Swim the left arm underneath the leg, so hooking that left arm, and then slide the hand up onto the back. Nice. And maybe you can take that back hand and interlace it, start to open your chest towards the side. Yeah, but notice this hip staying down, right? So we're just rotating through the upper chest, drawing that right shoulder back, pulling the knuckles away from each other. Really beautiful. Can you breathe in this uncomfortable pose? Gently releasing down, right hand comes back to the mat. Pop up onto those back toes, straighten through the back leg. Just for a moment, press the left hand down. Get some length, reaching up through the ribs. Rotate the right heel down to the ground. Slide the tailbone down. Now, re-engage. Hook this left arm underneath. Reach the right arm up. Interlace the fingers. Got a bind going on here. Pulling the chest back. Rolling the shoulders behind you. Opening through the heart. Drilling the feet into the ground. Two more breaths here. Gently unhook that bind, press the left hand into the floor, find that space again, then inhale all the way up back into warrior two. Spreading the arms wide, reach long. Pivot this right arm down, rotating into a crescent lunge. Squeeze those inner thighs together, strengthen and lengthen through the back leg. Sink a little deeper. Now interlace the fingers at the base of the spine, pull the chest forward, draw the knuckles down. Dive your weight over the left leg. Bring that left arm on the inside of the left leg. And then drop the knuckles to the sacrum, moving to side plank, plant that right hand on the ground, pivot onto the right outer edge of the foot, step the left foot back, reach the left hand high. Maybe take the left hand behind the head, hover that left leg, step the left foot behind, drawing the chest up to the sky. Really drawing this shoulder blade into your back, opening through your heart. Thrust the hips up. And coming back, how you went in, plank position, shift that weight back. Find child's pose, 3 steady breaths, really breathing into the depth of your sacrum, into the depth of your low back here. On an inhale, gently shift up. So going into a back bend here. Now, if you have a block, grab it. If you have a pillow, grab it, or you could practice without either. You can get a little deeper in that back bend. How you doing? Good. Back bending's intense. I'm gonna stack our knees. I'm gonna take this block, slide it in between the inner thighs and squeeze it like crazy, yeah? Notice there's this natural sway in the back, right? We all have it. It's called an S-curve. We wanna kind of remove it a little bit here by drilling down in the shins, tucking the tailbone underneath and pulling the belly in and back. Really activating, like clamping onto this block. Yeah? Reach the chest up, reach the sternum up, continue to squeeze the block. Hands go up into the sky, shoulder blades press down your back. Flip the palms, spread your arms wide, bring the butts of the palms to the top of your bum. Elbows pull back, squeezing the inner thighs together, squeezing the shoulder blades together. When you're ready, on an inhale, imagine there's a hook on your heart pulling you up towards the sky. Send your gaze at the ceiling. Stay right here. Is your belly in? Are your hip bones stacked over your knees? If so, start to send the gaze back a little bit. Similar to fish pose, the head starts to drop. Maybe send the top of the head towards the feet. Keep pressing the hips. Breathe. And inhale, lifting up, trace the wall. Move that block from in between your knees, sit back. Both hands on your heart. Sometimes we experience anxiety in this pose or an extreme flush of good emotions. Just sit with it. Nice. Take that block out to the side, shift your weight to your hips, flip the feet in front of you. Let's roll all the way down to the mat. So hopefully that block's nearby. If not, that's all good. Either supported bridge or bridge is next. So walk those feet into the hips. Place the hands down to touch the knees. Make sure the legs are parallel. If you have the block nearby, you can grab it, place it down by the heels. Take a deep breath in, draw those shoulder blades underneath you, and then press into the heels to reach the hips up off of the ground. If you have your block, you can slide it underneath you at the medium height, or you can slide it underneath you at the high height. Just want the sacrum to be in contact with the block so your low back is not touching it. And then keep those knees internally rotating inward. Allow the shoulder blades to scoot together deeper underneath your back. We're just gonna chill out here for a second. So if you don't have a block and you're holding this up yourself, you're amazing. Keep active in those quads. Keep the glutes released. Allow this to be about the chest opening, those shoulders drawing down, the broadening across your whole chest plate. And chin is tucked towards the chest and your forehead should be relaxed. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, release the block from underneath you. Slowly roll down, counteract that pose, pull the knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Tiny rocks side to side. Okay, we're gonna move towards wheel pose. So you've got a couple of options. If you wanna take bridge because wheel is just too much for you today, take bridge. Please watch wheel pose one time. I'll demo it for you. Watch it one time before you try it because I don't want you looking side to side when you're practicing this pose, right? It can be very intense on the neck. So for wheel pose, we're gonna start here just like we set up for bridge. The feet come towards the hips, can reach down, touch the heels. Then from here, you're gonna reach the hands up into the sky. The belly's nice and tight. Reaching the hands up into the sky, flip the palms towards the ears and then drag the palms down so that they frame your ears. Press the fingertips into the ground and then press the whole palm into the ground. Squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. On an inhale, press into your heels. Bring the top of your head to the mat. Just get really firm on your hands. With an exhale, press into your hands and reach the heart up. Yeah, we want the knees pointing towards each other, so the internal rotation of those thighs, the feet are straight. You drilling the hands into the mat and then start to press the feet away from the chest. Open up through your heart, sliding those shoulder blades back together. When you come down, you come up onto the toes. Gently tuck the back of your head, your neck, rolling down your spine. Pull your knees in. Yeah, so we'll do that 2 times. Like I said, you're more than welcome to take bridge pose if that feels better for you. Let's go for the first round, stamping the feet into the ground. Make sure that your hands touch your heels, inner thighs roll inward, belly's tight. Reach the hands up, flip the palms, frame them towards your ears. Elbows point towards the sky. Weight on all 10 fingers and through the palm. On an inhale, press into the heels. Bring the crown of the head to the mat. On an exhale, press through the hands, press through the feet. No clenching in the back. Open up through the pelvis. Press the heart forward through your shoulders. Maybe eventually straightening the legs, drawing those shoulder blades down your back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale, come up onto the toes, gently tuck down how you went in, pull the knees to your heart. Yeah, one vertebra at a time as you lower. Beautiful, counter stretch here. Squeezing the knees in. Sending the breath to the back. Okay, we got one more round of that and then we are chilling out. Yeah, so we worked a lot on isolating each shoulder blade, pulling it down your back, yeah? And that's part of what you want to find here in this, what is this pose called? Wheel, goodness. In this wheel pose, really want to find each shoulder individually pulling into the other one so you can get openness in the chest. Okay, last time. Feet down. Make sure that the hands touch. Reach the hands up, flip the palms. Spread through the hands, deep breath in. Bring the crown of your head to the mat. Stable on the feet and hands. On an exhale, press the ground away. Pull your heart forward through your arms. Isolate those shoulder blades back. Maybe straighten the legs. Press everything away, opening up. Gently lower down. Pull the knees into the chest. Yeah, rocking side to side. Really nice job. Take the hand to the heart, open the feet wide, hand to the belly. Just connect to yourself for a moment. Yeah, we just opened up the whole front line of our body. So allow yourself to sit in that for a time being. This feeling of openness. Perhaps it feels empowered. Perhaps it feels vulnerable. Whatever it is, just be with it. And when you're ready, close those knees like a book, bring them into your chest. Let's get a supine twist in. Bring the elbows out to that cactus shape. Take a deep breath in, press down through the left shoulder. On an exhale, draw the knees to the right. Send the gaze to the left. On an inhale, coming back to the center, then press down through that right shoulder, switch it out, knees to the left. Inhale back to center. Kick the feet up into the sky, legs up the wall. You can stay right here in legs up the wall pose. You can move into shoulder stand by dropping those elbows to the floor, rocking the weight up into the sky and catching your hips with your hands. Or you can move to plow. If you're moving to plow, make sure that your gaze stays up. Do not look side to side. Pull the tailbone up and start to reach the feet down behind your head. Squeezing the belly in. Ooh. Exiting through Duck Man's pose, squeeze the knees to the cheeks. And allow your hands to lower you down to the mat. Continuing that motion, going all the way to Shavasana. Extend the legs long. Relax the hands to the floor. And breathe. Letting the body get heavy here. Letting the body release. Drawing the attention up to your third eye. Just notice how wide and open this space is. Allow yourself to slide into this gentle meditation, this expansion. Slowly bringing yourself back into your body. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, sigh. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reach your hands high overhead. Stretch top to bottom. On an exhale, roll over to your side. Tuck your knees to your chest. Find fetal pose. Take a moment here to reground, reconnect. On an inhale, lift yourself up to a seat. Bring your palms together in front of your heart and bow your chin. Just experience the openness on the front line of your body, the space in your chest, the space for your heart. I encourage you to take this spaciousness with you throughout your day, spreading a little bit of compassion to all that you meet. We close with a prayer. May all beings be happy. Thank you for joining our second day of back bending. I hope you feel nice and open and really good work getting into that wheel pose. It can be a challenging pose and it looked really great, so proud of you. I'll see you tomorrow, 7:30 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, or you could watch this at any time on IGTV. Let me know if you have any questions and have a beautiful day.